Mr. Secretary General, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, we are all here today to pay our humble tribute to all victims of the Holocaust. We bow our heads before this unprecedented tragedy that each of them experienced individually, but which has impacted the whole humankind. January 27th, the day when 72 years ago the Auschwitz-Birkenau death camps were liberated, became one of the saddest reminders in the history of humanity. It also represents the beginning of hope for those who, on January 27, 1945, were still alive. We are very fortunate to still have some of them among us. These survivors remind us all about the need to never forget the mistakes of the past. It is a day which carries along a double meaning and responsibility. One goes backwards and claims our moral duty to remember and acknowledge the suffering of those massacred. The other one is forward-looking and prompts us to educate the future generations about the abominable crimes of the Holocaust. It is therefore our duty to keep alive the memory of the so many victims of this unspeakable evil. Until March this year, Romania is chairing the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, an organization which embodies the very essence of the quest to discover what happened more than 70 years ago, to learn and make it never happen again. Holocaust remembrance is one of the main lines of actions pursued by Romania in chairing this organization, along with Holocaust education, research, and engagement with younger generations via social media. Dear Secretary General, the Alliance has a Memorandum of Understanding signed with the Council of Europe. This bears significance for both organizations. I am confident that in 2017, the Council of Europe and the Alliance can create a flagship program seeking to train civil servants in combating Holocaust denial or anti-Semitism. Romania, particularly while holding the chairmanship of the Alliance, stands ready to promote further the working definition on anti-Semitism, newly adopted last year in Bucharest, and to take part in this pilot project. Also, there is a special dimension within the Alliance which complements the activities of the Council of Europe, remembering and educating about the atrocities suffered by the Roma population in Europe through World War II. Romania has put a special emphasis on this aspect during its chairmanship. It is my belief that Holocaust education should not be taught exclusively in classrooms. Today, we are proud to open a photographic and documentary exhibition sharing our achievements. It is symbolic that it is displayed here, a place where European nations have first come together in their pledge to never repeat the horrors of the World War II, the Council of Europe. I would like to invite you all to visit this exhibition in the foyer of the Committee of Ministers, where you can learn more about Romania's commitment in honoring the memory of the Holocaust victims, as well as about certain creative means to educate new generations so that never again we witness such atrocities. Remembering the darkest pages of our history by presenting facts unaltered is how we decided, for instance, to commemorate the 75 years since the Iași pogrom. The abominable acts committed by the regime of that time are still an open wound in our society. As a proof of this long-standing commitment, the authorities of my country have started a demarches to establish a museum of the history of the Jews in Romania in Bucharest. This exhibition also illustrates the stories of Romanian citizens who have helped their Jewish neighbors, friends, or even unknown persons to escape persecution and deportation. Years later, their role has been praised by the Yad Vashem in Jerusalem with the title of Righteous Among Nations. It is our permanent duty for all of us, as we have done here today, to take a firm stance and to admit the mistakes of the past, as well as to honor the memory of those who have innocently perished. Thank you.